Okay, so we'll get started. Om Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyanam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Is the audio all right? Okay. So, anybody did not get a chance to chant? Can you raise your hand? Yeah, Sunita Chevendra. So, go ahead, unmute yourself. And repeat after me. Vasudevendra Yogindram
Vasudevendra Yogindram
Natva Jnanapradam Gurum
Natva Jnanapradam Gurum
Mumukshunam Hitarthaya
Mumukshunam Hitarthaya
Tattvabodho Bhidiyate.
Tattvabodho Bhidiyate.
Yeah, so there is a part of Bheda, as I said before. So Vidhiyate is there, Abhidhiyate also is there. So here we are chanting Abhidhiyate. Okay, so continuing, we will chant from Titiksha 1:9 in this document. Titiksha ka
Titiksha ka
Shitoshna
Shitoshna
Sukha Dukkhadi
Sukha Dukkhadi
Sahishnutvam
Sahishnutvam
Shraddha Kidrishi
Shraddha Kidrushi
Guru Vedanta
Guru Vedanta
Vakyeshu Vishwasaha
Vakyeshu Vishwasaha
Shraddha
Shraddha
Samaadhaanam Kim
Samaadhaanam Kim
Chittaikagrata
Chittaikagrata
Mumukshutvam Kim
Mumukshutvam Kim
Moksho me bhuyat
Moksho me bhuyat
Iti Ichha
Iti Ichha
Yetad
Yetad
Sadhana Chatushtayam
Sadhana Chatushtayam
Tataha
Tataha Tattvavivekasya
अधिकारिणो भवन्ति.
Adhikarino Bhavanti.
Okay. So you can mute yourself now. So last class we covered the group of 6 attributes, starting with Shama. Shama adi Shatka Sampatti, of which I think the 5th one is Shraddha. So we covered Shraddha. Shrat Dadhati. That which helps you see the truth is Shraddha. That is a literal translation of Shraddha. So because of that, we are saying that there is no word in English which reveals what Shraddha is trying to communicate. We saw that. And Shraddha is very important here because moksha is a siddha vishaya. Moksha is not produced, even though we say, jnanam happens at a particular time. But the jnanam of what? That thing is not produced. Therefore, siddha vishaya is there. And so, that I, that Atma, that moksha not being separate from me, either by time, which means later sometime, after death. Most of the people say after death. After death, also time travel or space travel. So not here, moksha is not here. You must travel to this particular place and then there you get moksha. All these ideas are all funny ideas. They're all okay. Nice to hear those things. Nice stories are there in our Shastra. All beautiful. But when we start studying, then we begin to appreciate these facts about moksha. So these facts we saw, which are unique, and therefore Shraddha becomes important. So the last of the Shatka Sampatti is Samaadhaanam. So Sunita ji, if you can unmute yourself once again. Okay, repeat after me. Samaadhaanam kim?
Samaadhaanam kim?
Chittaikagrata.
Chittaikagrata.
Okay, mute yourself. So the author is continuing. She is asking, Samaadhaanam kim? What is Samaadhaanam? And she says, she gives the answer also. Chitta ekagrata. Chitta ekagrata. So some of you, people from the north, those whose mother tongue is Gujarati, Hindi, etc., may already know ekagrata is a very familiar word. So here there was a question some time ago, satsang question about chitta. What does chitta mean, etc. So here the word chitta has come. So here chitta doesn't mean consciousness. Here it means mind, just simple mind, as opposed to other parts of the body, eyes, ears, etc. That is what it means. Because chitta ekagrata means focus of the mind. If you want to simply translate it, ability to focus the mind. Agre, that is the key word here. Agre. So when I was young, my grandmother taught me a shloka. She used to say, look at these hands when you wake up. And say Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, like that she taught me. So even today when I wake up, I just look at my hands and say Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Karamadhye Saraswati Ityadi. So on the tips of the fingers, tips of the hands, resides Saraswati. That is the meaning of this shloka. So Karagre, Karagre. A gray in front of, in the tips of, in this case. Kara. Kara means hands or palms, anything. Kara. So Kara gray in the front of. So same agra only here also. Agre. Ekagrata. Ekagrata. Ekagrata means, agrata means being in front. The ability to be in front. Okay. Ekagrata, ability of only one thing being in front. Only one thing. Of chitta, of the mind. Very simple. The ability for the mind to keep only one thing in front of it. That is the meaning. Which is what we are saying, focus. Look at that. See, how do you say Sanskrit is difficult? Sanskrit is so easy. So easy it is. We just break it all up, everything first falls apart. So the mind is capable of visualizing and thinking about so many things. So, hey, you have the habit of keeping just one thing in mind at a given moment for a length of time, and that is called Samaadhaanam. That is what the author is trying to say. So, by itself, Samaadhanam is a great accomplishment, even without talking about Vedanta, right? So, people's ability to focus. Even when two people are conversing, I've found some people's attention will shift. At least when talking to each other, you pay attention to what I'm saying. I pay attention to what you're saying. Correct? So, in between, I think of something else. And then I ask him, wait a minute, what did you say? Because I didn't hear. I'm standing right in front of you, but I don't hear what you're saying. So, mind has shifted off. So, therefore, this ekagrata is a great value to have. We all know that. And the children, we see this all the time. And they are trying to do their homework. And then quietly, they're doing something else along the process. So 2 hours sitting time. So homework done only for 20 minutes. So mother and father have to be constantly around them. Constant. This is just constant. So they are getting titiksha. This fellow is gaining ekagrata. So see, it's all complementary here. So somebody says, I don't have concentration. So Guruji, I don't have concentration. So let's analyze it a little bit. So you give somebody a book on Vedanta, let's say Vedanta, and you say, go read this book. So after 3-4 minutes, it's like, I want some coffee, because Vedanta is so dry, and chitta ekagrata, Samaadhaanam, mumukshutvam, it's all so dry. Say something, some masala nahi hai isme. So you give this book to a person and say, read it, means how is going to read? Please tell me. So concentration will not be there. Whereas you give him some thriller, novel book. You know, those days I remember we used to read all this Robert Ludlum and Arthur Conan Doyle and Agatha Christie. I remember all those books we used to read. And Agatha Christie's books, at least they won't be thick also. So somewhat thinner book. So we used to finish it off. Even one day is enough. One Saturday, on Sunday is enough to finish off this book. So concentration was there. How can you claim concentration was not there? Full concentration. And Agatha is writing something, some setting in England and all these things goes on. Sherlock Holmes, who can forget Sherlock Holmes? So full concentration was there. All of us are gifted with the ability to concentrate. So nobody can say concentration I don't have. Well, so what is the topic? You don't have concentration in what? You tell me that. Then we'll find a way to get that concentration back. That should be our attitude. And so today, I don't know who the popular authors are. Some years ago, John Grisham was there. In America, he was very popular. So I don't know in India and all who is popular these days. But so that if I pick up a topic which I'm very interested in, then automatically that concentration comes. So therefore, we have to, therefore, whoever is telling a story, whoever is telling this topic, the challenge is upon that person to make that topic interesting. See, that is why all these, even Sanskrit, I'm teaching a Sanskrit class. So if I say Ramaha Ramau Ramaha, Ramam Ramau Raman, Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi, this is how I learned. And they didn't tell even one story in the class. I'm amazed how we picked up Sanskrit. Here, every day I have to say stories, I have to do some actions, I have to do some mono action, this, that. Only then the language goes. Only then people pick up. And our teacher, Thirumalai sir, never said even one story. My God, I'm just still amazed. And we all picked up somehow. So I suppose as a child, we have this ability. Child is gifted. And so we pick up a lot of things. We have a lot of Shraddha in the teacher. That's all. She's Shraddha, how it works. Shraddha is there. All these things come together. When I have Shraddha in what's happening, what's coming at me, then I pick it up automatically. It's all amazing. So all these values are like spaghetti. Swamiji used to say spaghetti. Because all threads, we don't know what is the starting point, we don't know what is the ending point. Everything is good around like this. And you keep pull one, it just keeps on coming and then it comes out. So it's all connected. And so the subject matter, if it is dry, it has to be made palatable. One can't rush into these things. Remember that, some of you may remember, I remember this movie I saw, a 1960s movie, I think, 60s or maybe 70s movie, of a teacher, To Serve with Love. That was the name, To Serve with Love. Some of you may have seen the movie. And a teacher who comes to a school and all rowdy children, just impossible to manage, and these are all old children. Maybe they are in high school, and every boy and girl is not a boy and girl. They are all men and women. And this teacher is supposed to teach them. And many of you are nodding your heads. And forget about attention span. They say limited attention span. These people have no attention. They are thinking of something else. They want to just ruin the class. Somebody is throwing a stone. Somebody is making this airplane and putting the airplane when the teacher is facing the board. Entire class goes on like this. So now this guy decides. He says, I'm not going to give up. I love these children and I'm going to watch the fun. Just like they think they are watching fun, he also says, it's going to be fun. I'm going to take it as a challenge for me. Correct? That's what he says. There is no, forget ekagrata. There is no chaturagrata also. There is no panchagrata also in these people. They are just going all over the place. On top of that, not one person, there are 20 children here in the class. So if at least one person is paying attention, there is always 19 other people to disturb the class. So that's the situation. Somebody recently told me, Jaykumarji, please watch this movie. I've stopped watching movies, no time. Not that I'm not interested. A good movie I can watch, but samay nahi hai. Somebody said, watch this movie called Hitchki. Have you all seen the movie Hitchki? Anybody? Yeah. Some of you are nodding. Mohaniji is nodding their head. So I got an Amazon Prime subscription. There's no time to go to movie theater and all. And I saw the movie Hitchki. 2 hours non-stop. I was sitting here right in my desk. And first I didn't know how this is going to work on with this internet and all that and power cuts and all that. I said, we will take it as a challenge. Non-stop. You guys should see this movie. Something similar to this, To Serve with Love. And Indian style. Beautiful. Indian style means, yeah, correct. Indian style, Indian school. And the lady comes and she has some kind of a syndrome, some Tourette syndrome or something like that. And so she's constantly like hiccups every minute she gets. Beautiful movie. So children don't have Samaadhaanam. They are making fun, but challenge of the teacher to bring everybody back. Very important. Very important for the teacher to not give up just because somebody is not paying attention. Somebody is not following. The teacher has to find out why the person is not following. So we also have to take some effort here in Vedanta. All of us are here because you all had some love for it. For Vedanta, somewhere you heard some book you picked up, some talk you attended, and then you said, wait, I want to know a little bit more. So wait, I want to know a little bit more was enough for you to be here. And once you're here, you're kind of stuck because 1 hour you have to sit. You're hungry a little bit. I wish I had something in the morning before I sat here. Now I can't go. So all this, you have to put up with all these things. So but that love is there, that Shraddha is there, that desire to know is there. And thankfully, we are all gifted with all this. And so, Samaadhaanam also automatically comes. Then somebody says, no, Guruji, it's not like that. Yes, I'm able to concentrate, but still my mind goes all over. It's going all over. I can't, I'm not able to pay attention. So, again, here we need to be careful. What is the function of the mind? We need to ask this. If the function of the mind is simply to stay on one thing, then we have a problem. You are working in the kitchen and the daughter is calling. You can't hear because the mind is focused on one thing. Somebody is knocking on the door. You can't hear. Why? Because the mind's job is only to look at this. No, the mind's job is to be alert. And its habit is to go after things. That is the nature of the mind. That's the beauty of the mind also. That is why we are so alive to so many things at the same time. So keep that in mind. It is the nature of the mind to move around. So we may have to take some time off and say, no, at this time I'm going to focus. That is what we are saying. But just because the mind is moving around doesn't mean we are going to judge the mind. We are not going to beat up the mind. No, it is the nature of the mind to move. And so the mind is more like a movie, where the frames are constantly moving. Movie, I was amazed when I heard it's a moving thing constantly. So many 16 or 32 frames per second, whatever. 32 FPS these days, they say. 64 FPS. So many frames are moving. The mind is able to absorb the moving thing. Only then motion is observed. So that's the mind's nature. Not like a Polaroid film. Polaroid means you take a picture. Those days Polaroid. These days all this is gone. I don't know, if we start using these examples, in the future people may not even understand what they are talking. Polaroid means kya hai? Kya baat hai? Poles hai kya? Nahin. So you take a picture and then slowly it comes out. And slowly. So it has to keep focusing on that one thing. And so mind is not like that. So this is where dhyanam, meditation, all these things become very important for us. So many people have spent so many hours, so many days, so many years, decades on this topic. Our whole Indian culture is prized, respected, worshipped for this dhyanam and ability to focus and ability to think about things that are not very obvious. Sanatana Dharma, that is what is Sanatana in Sanatana Dharma. So even Krishna says, when Arjuna complains, Arjuna says, Chanchalam hi manah Krishna. He says, the quality of the mind is moving. Krishna, what is this? I am not able to focus. He complains. And Krishna assures him. He says, hey Arjuna, yato yato nischarati. I think that's what he says. Yato yato nischarati. Manas chanchalam asthiram. So, hey, don't worry. Manaha is chanchalam. Means it is moving. Asthiram. It is not stable. Keeps moving. Yeah, that is the nature of the mind. Then yato yato nischarati. As and when the mind moves out, you bring it back. Tatastato niyamyaitat. Krishna says that. How beautiful. Tatastato. So as and when it moves out, then at that time you bring the mind back. That is what Krishna says. So you're thinking, you're doing japa, you're doing Gayatri japa, or you're doing japa of Krishna, or Navaratri just got over. Om Durga Yai Namaha. 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 What's for lunch today? Om Durga Yai Namaha. So lunch has entered suddenly. Now all these things are there. What to do? The mother has to think. The father has to think. Kya ho gaya? Child has gone to school. No holiday today. Om Durga Yai Namaha. Om Durga Yai Namaha. I think they said half a day off. Om Durga Yai Namaha. So all these things are happening periodically. So when you start thinking about pizza and lunch and all, suddenly you have to catch your mind. Wait a minute. I'm doing japa. Durga is the topic, not pizza. Pizza will come later. So bring the mind back. Om Durga Yai Namaha. Om Durga Yai Namaha. Om Durga Yai Namaha. So yato yato nischarati tatastato niyamyaitat. That is the advice Krishna gives us. So that is Samaadhaanam to be remembered. And some other meanings also we can bring here. Samaadhaanam. Multitasking. Very young people can do multitasking very well. And especially these days in companies and all that, one is given so many projects to do and you have to multitask. You can't say after 1 month, you can't go to your boss and say, I finished one project. I finished this one task. He said, what about all these 10 other things I gave you? So you have to, multitasking is there. And now today they are saying, I saw an article in, I think New York Times, multitasking doesn't help your mind. That is what they say. Finally, they have come to this conclusion. So yeah, occasionally you multitask. Yeah, you have to multitask. At a home, you're there means you're constantly multitasking. But don't let this multitasking carry you away. That's why periodically we have to, all this puja and all is so important. You think now you see the value of puja and all. Somebody asked me just 3 days ago, Jai Kumarji, please teach us the value of puja. So I'm going to mention this now in the next class. Just puja is good because it gives me an opportunity to just take out all this stuff out of my mind and come back and focus on my Ishta Devata and say a few stotras. Just that itself is a benefit, a huge benefit of doing puja. Huge benefit. I'm going to start like this one. This is the benefit of puja these days. Because inability to pay attention. Children are not able to sit quietly in class. Teachers are complaining. And they are giving all these names, AD&D and ADHD and all these 4-letter acronyms. Kya baat hai? So they need all these things. So multitasking is a problem. Samaadhaanam has to be taught to them. I think this meditation and all, I heard about meditation only when I was 40 or something. And that's when I started doing meditation. These days, I think I used to teach meditation to children also. And they were in 7th and 8th class. Sit down just like that and make it easy for them. They can't sit. They will be just doing like this and they will do all kinds of stuff. And that's okay. Good habit. And they will close their eyes, but they will just move around. And it's a joy to watch this scene if you have done it. So it has to be done. So that is one type of distraction. Multitasking is one type of distraction for Samaadhanam. So if I want to gain Samaadhanam, I must consciously stop multitasking, at least during some periods of the day. I can say, let me finish this first, then let me do that. Let me finish this cleaning work here in the bedroom, and then let me go to the other room. And I may cook something. Let me finish at least 10 minutes. I want to focus on this. Then I'll come back to you. Something like that, consciously we have to do. That consciously doing helps us gain this Samaadhanam. Another thing that distracts us from Samaadhanam is some people like to do a lot of things. Means too many, lot of projects are there. I do this, I do that. And some people like to do that. Be busy with a lot of things. They may be able to focus on a particular thing, but trying to do too many things. They say in English, too many irons in the fire. Correct? Too many irons in the fire. So if, the blacksmith, they have, he's making a knife, he's making some other tool, he's making a cubicle piece, everything is there. So everything has to be put in the iron, and then sometimes when it is in the fire, you have to wait for 1 minute. So during that time, he can do something else. So he will put 3-4 things at the same time. So he can work on 4 objects at the same time. That is where this phrase must have come. So instead of 4, you put 5, 6, 7, 8. Then he has to constantly go after everything. Correct? And he's busy. Reminded of the movie Modern Times. Charlie Chaplin. And modern life is like that. They give you so much work to do that you can't. Those days itself, Charlie Chaplin saw this problem. Who says this is a new problem? It seems to be an old problem. So careful. We have to be very careful. So yato nischarati tatastato niyamyaitat. And so in the case of Vedanta, we tell ourselves, this is the topic I am interested in. I am very clear. And so it is time for me to focus on this. If I say that, then automatically an auto suggestion has been given and I will get the Samaadhanam. And so that is Chitta Ekagrata, which is important for any pursuit. Chitta Ekagrata is important, and for Vedanta, of course, it is very important. Okay, we'll go to the next value that is being talked here. So, anybody who has not had a chance to chant? Okay, Hara Prasad, go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, so repeat after me. Mumukshutvam kim.
Mumukshutvam kim.
Moksho me bhuyat.
Moksho me bhuyat.
Iti ichha.
Iti ichha.
Okay, you can mute yourself now. So the last of the 4 sadhanas, sadhana chatushtayam. So we have completed the third one, which is a group of 6. Okay, so the last of that third one was Samaadhaanam. We have completed that. And we are coming to the 4th of the 4, Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi Shatka Sampattihi and Mumukshutvam. So 4th one, Mumukshutvam. So those who are looking at this Devanagari script, if you are not familiar, then I have to explain this. Some modifications happen when you put the words in sentences. So the word is moksha, but here what is written is moksho, correct? Moksho. So that's what happens. Moksha becomes moksho when something follows that word. So when moksho comes, something like that comes. Ramo virajate. When it comes, we must understand, oh, that word is Ramaha. Ramaha virajate. Ramaha shines. Like that, we should change. Mentally, we must change it. Likewise, here also, the bhuyaditi cha. One word we see there. But really, it is 3 words shaking hands with each other. Bhuyat is one word. Iti, second word. Ichha, desire, is the third word. And somehow the words are in such a way that the letters that are there next to each other are in such a way that they undergo transformation. And bhuyat becomes bhuyad and then joins with E of iti. And iti and icha, there are 2 E's, 2 ikaras sticking next to each other. It will become dirgha. E, it becomes E plus E equal to E. So I'm just telling this because when you see this, and if you may feel, how come I'm chanting differently? How come it is stated something else and I'm saying something else? So not a printing mistake. If there is a printing mistake, I'll tell you. So just wanted to remind you. Okay. So author is asking here, mumukshutvam kim. What is mumukshutvam? Because earlier she already said that. She listed all the sadhana chatushtaya sampattihi. She listed. So she is asking now, mumukshutvam kim. Moksho me bhuyat iti ichha. Ichha, the desire that moksho me bhuyat. May I have liberation. Again, moksha, hard to translate. As we go through this course, you will begin to appreciate all that. So, it's just a rough word we use, liberation. Because that's word people have used. I don't like to use the word because it means other things also. So, for now, so may this liberation be to me. May I be free. Having that desire is called mumukshutvam. That is what the author says. Now, see, if you go in India especially, you ask anybody, Anybody you ask and they know because they lived in the culture. Anybody who's old enough, you ask them what's the goal, they will tell you moksha. Moksha is a goal. Yeah, that's the part of the culture. Nobody taught them moksha is the goal, but they know moksha is the goal. They've heard it through songs, they've heard it through upanyasas, they've read a little bit here and there. All these magazines are there. So I live in a senior citizens complex, even though I'm not a senior citizen. And so if you look at the books they read, they're all reading this Anmiga books. Anmiga means books which are spiritual oriented. So that desire comes, I suppose, once you're 60, 70, 80 and all. You know, you can't dance anymore. You know, body, the joints are all creaking. I can't go. I can't even walk properly. I can't climb the stairs properly. So I'm stuck in one place. So at least do something. I know. At least okay. Now I have to remind myself. Yeah, moksha has been the goal of our culture. So may I become a little more spiritual. May I focus myself. May I change my pursuits. Still, that desire is there. I see it. And I see all these things. For me, every day is a movie. See, I told you I didn't see movies. No, I see a movie. Every day I see a movie. Every day I see a movie. I watch all these things. So somebody is struggling. They want to go to somebody's marriage. And this lady, I'm so amazed. I booked a car for her. And said 10 o'clock, please book a car for me. I said, okay, I will do. Where are you going? There is a particular marriage I want to attend. Nothing wrong with attending somebody's marriage. Of course, our culture is like that. Amazing culture. People give and take so much. Oh boy, it's just amazing. I'm just so amazed by it. And the whole community just comes together. And you can see that network. You can see that connection, especially in a marriage. Just people just come from all over the place and land up. And so beauty. There's a beauty in that. But don't know when to grow out of that. That is a problem. See, growing out is as important as going in, correct? The other day I told you. Going in is okay, but you must know how to come out of it. You must know when to come out of it. All these things not clear. Because that is where teaching is needed. Teaching is needed. So when I teach these college children, I mention some of these things. Quietly I mention all this. Because someday they will remind themselves and they will know how to come out of it. So here, moksha me bhuyad iti ichha, author says, means the desire for moksha. But desire for moksha, everybody has. In our culture, everybody has desire for moksha. They are very clear about it. There is no doubt. But the author doesn't mean that kind of a desire that an average person has. Not a simple curiosity. I have clarity about moksha. I know dharma. I know what artha is. I know what kama is. I know clearly what moksha is. And from that clarity, comes the desire for moksha. Not a simple desire, not a curiosity. That kind of moksha, which is backed up by viveka. Because viveka is there. I have thought through stuff in life. Remember, pariksha lokan karmachitan. I am examining life. When I'm traveling in the bus, I'm thinking. See, now my thoughts are all slightly different. Everybody is watching what's going on in the street, etc. But my eyes, even though it looks like I'm watching what's going on in the street, I'm thinking about certain things. What was taught in this class, what they said, what this author is saying in this book, I'm thinking. So viveka is very much there behind me. So that moksha, desire for moksha, born of viveka, backed up by viveka, that kind of a moksha, which is now not one of the desires, right? I have a lot of desires, and the desires seem to keep on increasing. There is no shortage. Ichha Shakti, remember. Bhagavan has given me the Shakti, the power to desire. I can desire for anything. And suddenly, I can get a desire for some hobby. And that hobby can just take away all my time. Take away, just suck all my time. Maybe a good hobby, all right. But suddenly, I'm spending a lot of time on it. So, like this, I have desires keep coming. But now, this moksha desire is not, previously it was not there. Then slowly at the bottom of the screen, it started popping up like this. Slowly, it came up, and some talk somewhere I heard something called moksha. Then I started going, and then some books I started reading, and moksha it seems to be there. I'm getting an idea. Then moksha is there. I'm getting clearer. The topic is clear. Now I am talking with people also about moksha and all. Vedanta, Shastra, books. Drigdiksha, Viveka Chudamani, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya. All these words are now there in my vocabulary. Previously, what Acharya business? Acharya, Guru and all, no, not there in the vocabulary. Now, my Vartalap, my dialogues have all these words. So, moksha is there very much. So, that kind of a desire is what the author is talking about. And when this kind of desire happens, then whatever I do, very interesting. Whatever I do is focused towards moksha. Correct? I do a lot of things. I don't stop doing things. I can't stop doing things. There are so many duties I perform, and I have to do things. Nothing stops. But the whole focus of life changes. The way I am looking at life changes. The way I do things also starts changing. My attitude, there is a big transformation. I do things more happily now, suddenly. And there is more cheer in my face. And I look forward to doing things now. Because this moksha is that kind of a beautiful thing, which brings about this transformation. So, when moksha is that goal, this is what the author is talking about. Moksha bhuyat means not some curiosity, but I am very clear about my goals. I am clear about the goals of a human being. My life, I am clear about. And of course, everybody's life, that is the goal. So, moksha is always there in my mind. Like this, how do I understand this? Like a parent, mother or father, they have a baby. Suddenly they become a parent. They discover parenthood. Until now, it was all friendhood, sonhood, daughterhood, neighborhood, employeehood. Correct? Interesting word, hood. I'm just adding this suffix to all these words. Neighborhood means the role I'm playing as a neighbor is neighborhood. So this many hoods were there, but never parenthood. And suddenly I have this baby in my hands, and now my whole attitude changes. And this little thing doesn't know what to do. And I have to take care of it. So my entire attention is on this baby. Entire attention. So when I'm not able to attend, I ask somebody else to attend. Okay. So much attention is there. And I go out. When I go to the market, am I not a parent? No. Parenthood is still there even when I go to the market. I go to the office, employeehood. I'm playing a role of an employee. But still, that parenthood is there, correct? So nobody can, that employee doesn't replace parent, does not replace. Neighbor doesn't replace parent. So daughter doesn't replace parent. I am a daughter, I am a parent daughter. I am a parent son. I am a parent neighbor. I am a parent employee. Correct? Looming large. Parenthood is just looming so large in my head. Even in my sleep, I can't forget that I am a parent. When I wake up, parenthood comes. So like that here also, I am a devotee. I am a jignasu. I'm very clear about moksha. Very clear about moksha. So I am a devotee employee. I am a mumukshu neighbor. I am a mumukshu father. I am a mumukshu son. I am a mumukshu daughter. I am a mumukshu CEO. If you are a CEO, I am a mumukshu. Just because I am a CEO, I don't lose myself. I don't get lost in this world of mergers and acquisitions. I am a mumukshu. So I can play the role of the CEO properly. Amazing it is. So like that kind of mumukshutvam we are talking here. That is the quality that the author is trying to say. I can pursue anything I want, but no pursuit replaces this pursuit of moksha. That is mumukshutvam. And here, a point to notice, because moksha already is, because moksha is a siddha vishaya, and therefore because I don't know that moksha is, and it's because ignorance is what is standing between me and moksha. Unique problem, correct? And because karma doesn't lead me to moksha, I must choose moksha, correct? I must take the initiative. Initiative is a very big thing here. Initiative, they say, is important in other places also. Yes, initiative is important. But here, moksha is such a thing that I must choose. Only then the pursuit begins. Somebody says, no, it will come. You just grow, it will come. Grow up, it will come. Need not come. Why it need not come? Because we see so many people. You have so many data points. All of us are scientists when it comes to data. We're all getting so much data. I see so many people clueless. Even after so many years, what does that tell me? Not automatic. Mumukshutvam is not automatic. Mumukshutvam has to be pursued. Our Shastram says dharma, artha, kama, moksha. What is this moksha? At least I must ask the question. If I don't ask, it will not come. So initiative is so important here. That is why prayer again becomes important. Because important things in my life, I may miss. It is possible that I will miss important things in life. There is no guarantee that God is going to give me all these things. Yes, Ishvara has given me the ability. And certain things, because I am carried away by so many things, I must pay attention to moksha. So that is the important point here for mumukshutvam. A serious, willful knowledge of moksha, and therefore a willful seeking of moksha. Because I have clarity, I am clear about my goal. That kind of pursuit of moksha is called mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam doesn't mean I drop so many things. Mumukshutvam doesn't mean all those things. Of course, if I keep doing a lot of things, then I am going to distract myself from this goal of moksha. So all that falls under this topic of mumukshutvam. And that's the last quality that the Shastram talks about. Among this, sadhana chatushtayam, and the author is going to conclude also. So maybe we can chant the concluding lines and conclude this class. So anybody else who has not had a chance to chant? Yeah, Bhuvanesh, unmute yourself. Yetat sadhana chatushtayam tatah tattvavivekasya adhikarinah bhavanti. Okay, you can mute yourself. Om swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaah go brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam lokas samastas sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyah prithvi sasya shalini desho yam kshobarahitah brahmana santu nirbhayaah. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramayah sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhaved asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.